Hi, I'm Amy Simpson.
And I'm Christian Simpson.
And we're
Chessplus. Yep, and this is the board game we'd like to submit to the Indiecade Jurors Award competition this year, which we're very thankful you guys have put online, so thank you very much for that. And we'll get on with a little introduction about the game. We're from Australia, if you hadn't noticed. So Amy's going to explain how the game came about.
So basically, I was very young and me and my father here were having a game of chess and I was in a position to lose and I thought I would take my pawn and my rook, put them together and use my rook to take my pawn down to the other end and get a queen.
And I'm like, Dad watching on thinking this is a bit unusual, but it turned out to be rather interesting. So let's go through it in slow motion. So basically Amy wasn't in a good situation and she moved the rook up onto the pawn square there. And then I just did a more traditional move and then we'll take those two away. She took the two pieces, the rook and the pawn, and she carried them to the other end of the board. So she used the rook to carry the pawn to the other side of the board, so that would then promote to a queen. So that's the basic concept of the game. Okay, what you can do now is say the bishop, I can move it as a bishop up onto the pawn square, so that's a move. Now black might again do something traditional. Now I can use that as either the pawn or I can move it as the bishop. Or I can separate the two back into their individual pieces. If that piece is taken, I lose both my pieces. And if a combined piece like Amy had, say the rook and the pawn, with the pawn gets to the other end of the board, then that piece is promoted to a queen. So I've got a couple of extra queens because you can have up to 4 queens on the board. So it's a fast game, it's more exciting because you can build forces, and of course you can always play it as traditional chess. So that's the game, that's the general play of the game.
After my dad realized that he could probably make a great board game out of this and introduce it to the rest of the world, he sought out an Australian industrial designer called Adam Laws, and he was very interested in helping out and has been with us every step of the way since we started. Now he conceptualized the perfect design that we have dubbed the robe detail. And this robe on the back of the piece allows the pieces to fit very nicely together, allows for a seamless play of Chessplus and easy connection and separation of the pieces.
So design-wise, Adam Laws came up with the design. A couple of the issues we had, and my concern for a design was how do you take 2 traditional chess pieces and then create 2 new pieces that do a number of things. Now, first of all, they have to connect together in a way which is a design feature, and when they sit together it acts as one piece. And as Amy mentioned, it's that wonderful design on the back of the piece, a robe-like design that enables all the pieces to fit together except the king. King stays as a whole piece. And then the other aspect is that when you have the 2 pieces together, it's very important you can identify what the 2 pieces are. And that's the reason we've gone for quite a scaled back design, so it's a very modernistic design, and it allows you to clearly see what are the 2 pieces there. A big feature so that players don't get confused when the pieces are combined on the board. Adam actually designed an overall package for the pieces. So the pieces, and as Amy will show you here, this was his concept for a finished product.
So in the back of the plastic sleeve we have all the Chessplus rules and a bit about the game. And when you take it off, you can easily unfold the board and remove the magnetically
Right, so the Perspex box, pieces fit nicely inside there. Again, we had little challenges in putting all of this together. and magnets there in the base and magnets in here, so that just fits there nicely and wraps up there.
Easy for travel.
And we also have, we're just about ready to release it. We do have some working examples. Alright, so this is the Chessplus app, and let's see, play computer, there we go. Okay, now white to move, so let's see, the bishop, there we go, combined with the pawn, and now we're playing against the computer, so that's the gold colour. There we go, traditional move. Now I can move you up there. You can see the way the blue options come up where I can move the piece.
Check. 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 Checkmate. Oh, you got a horse there. Oh, brilliant. Check. Check. Oh, right. You missed that one, didn't you? Check. Check. Check.
Maybe I'll knock it down for dramatic effect.
And that's us. So
That's Chessplus.
thank you very much for your time. We really hope you enjoyed the presentation, and
Hope you get a chance to play the game.